Ourselves a real commercial break right here. First off, 1 year later and I'm back in Monterey. This time I'm doing the 17-mile Pebble Beach loop, kind of, sort of, mostly on a bike. And the views are spectacular. I'm just coming here to speak really quickly to say that if you're gonna do this bike ride, be mindful of the weather. Today I did choose to come here specifically because it is supposed to storm allegedly later in the afternoon, so I was like, okay, there's not going to probably be as many people out. I'm going to enjoy like more space. The winds, Central Coast California is no joke with the winds, and sometimes I forget that. And this has been an epic hour of resistance training. So I have a regular bike. I did not do a pedal assist bike like I did when I was in Colorado. So some things to consider. What is the weather? What is the wind going to be like? And whether or not your athletic capacity is that of being able to pedal for a long time unassisted. I'm having a lot of fun. This is just really like a PSA commercial break while I'm also enjoying. This is my life. Oh my gosh. I love coming to Monterey whenever I get the chance. I'm like, let's do it. Okay, I am headed off to the next pit stop area. I kind of just pulled over because I saw there was some picnic tables and I was like, I need a water break. I need to just stretch my legs, which I do highly recommend. Get some yoga stretches in during this ride because it can be strenuous on the little calves and thighs. Yeah, so I'm going to be off to the next bit of fun. I will keep you posted of all the sea life that I'm going to see. I was told that I'll be able to see some sea otters today. I've seen a lot. I think that's I want to say a seagull, but that's not the word that's not the type of bird I'm thinking of. Nevertheless, an ancestor is flying over the water. All right, I'll catch you in a bit. Bye. Marsha. James. I must take a video of this because I want to say shout out to the guy who helped me with my bike rental. However, for some reason, I said I was fairly moderately athletic. He thought that I was gonna ride this bike up this hill, which BT dubs, this is the second one of these inclines. I do look forward. I already told the ancestors thank you because I'm grateful that I will be, I think, riding this down. So that will be fun. Nevertheless, I'm showing this live footage, although I'm seemingly wonky now that I look in the viewfinder. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I just felt politely saying like the quality could do better. In any case, this is real life. All right, I'll see you on the other side of this hill. Well, friends, the worst case, well, not even the worst case scenario, a scenario that was not the one that I had thought I was going to be doing, such as following the detailed pictured instructions that I was given, still managing to miss a turn, probably because I was dancing and riding my bike. I ended up at least a quarter of a mile, if not half a mile, away from my turn. I finally made it to the Pebble Beach Market. Yes, I had to look to see where the sign was. Be warned that if you suddenly are riding your bicycle and for a long duration on a road that has no sidewalk, you've gone the wrong direction. That is the lesson that I learned. And then not only that, you have to then turn around and then come back on the opposite side of the road in the same manner. So there was, you gotta let go of the ego, because I had to get off the bike and walk. I was concerned for my safety for a little bit. But then I was like, you know what? Lesson learned. You gotta read the signs better. Oh, there goes the cyclist. He's not wearing a helmet though. I don't know. It's everyone's risk your life at your own will. I would recommend it, especially if you're in the like if you go off thinking you're. I didn't want to go to Carmel. That's what ended up happening. I was in the direction to go there. No, I had to turn around. Nevertheless, if you're on that road, I would highly recommend a helmet. All right, my break's over. I got to get back because, this is a rental. I'm grateful the bike is still working and I have the stamina to keep going back. Now, I finally, because of that little catwalk experience, now I'm finally back on the main route to finally see this tree, the lonely tree. Quick fact, 300 years old cypress tree. This is the lifespan. The one in Monterrey is currently nearing that cycle, end of the life cycle. And I think I don't know if it's lonely because it's like instinctively lonely or feeling lonely or like geographically lonely. I'm not sure. I'm going to see if we'll see my stamina when I get there. LOL. I got a selfie stick and I'm so grateful. I remember, I don't know why I stopped having a selfie stick. Just like the ability to not have to hold my phone up for however long I feel like rambling. So I just finished my bike ride. I meant to check to see how many miles I actually completed after this adventure today. I am feeling like this bike ride was so symbolic of the last 4 years of my life. Where there were these parts where it was just smooth sailing, and then it was having to pedal, and then it was oh my gosh, the wind today was incredible. That's I just keep saying the word incredible because I don't want to judge it. It was incredible. The amount of wind resistance that when I started the bike ride, a local cyclist had started riding with me, and he made the comment of yo, this is windy today, and I was oh, I feel it. My bodysuit feels it. So I'm just embracing whatever it will be. I was complaining in my internal self monologue for a little bit, and I was almost pleading, begging the ancestors to make it less windy. And then I realized that I didn't need it to be less windy. I just needed to make sure I had the stamina to keep going. And I'm so proud of myself that I'm sitting now in my car. I went through that whole thing. I got to see these beautiful coastline. I got to see the fun little touristy spots. It really this 17 mile here in Monterey reminds me of the Cabot Trail in Nova Scotia. And gosh, what was the other one? Dang. I can't, if I remember it, I will say it out loud. Where they had these points and you just pop off and you see what's going on and then you carry on. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, and it didn't rain. That was it. That was the biggest thing. I didn't want it to rain. There was enough cloud coverage today that it was actually very pleasant, other than the intense winds blowing at my face, both directions. It made me think of my great-grandparents, when I was younger, being I had to carry my desk to school uphill both ways. And I was oh my gosh, this kind of made me feel I was going uphill both ways. I don't even understand. However, it's funny enough. I'm grateful for the experience. I'm grateful that I was able to have a mindset switch and be no, don't ask for no wind. Ask for the stamina to keep going. And I was granted that. And now I'm going to eat my snacks as I drive to where I'm staying. This doesn't actually look super good, so I'll just show the bottom here. So I'm still like, I'm not like, I am. I'm still fasting from a lot of different ingredients. So I put in here green apples, red apples, and mini baby bananas, which I've been eating a lot more of. I actually like the mini bananas better than the full bananas. I feel like I heard somewhere that like Dr. Sebi said you should, like he recommended the baby bananas opposed to the bigger bananas. I haven't had enough research to really know whether or not these bananas are more or less harmful to the bodysuit based off of whatever way they are farmed. I just know that I like them now that I have them. So I'm going to eat that along with, I made my own trail mix this time. I did raw walnuts. This is all from Trader Joe's. Raw walnuts, raw cashew pieces, raw almonds, and coconut flakes, unsweetened. I love them so much. And plus, I like them because if you are feeling like you want to add toasted coconut to like a dessert or something, or even like you want to toast them, you can pop them. You can then like let them cool and then eat them in like yogurt, coconut yogurt, are the coconut flakes, unsweetened. I really love them. Pop them in the oven. It's so great. Yeah, today was a great day to just like not be in the office and to be, I like the sense of being able to just like randomly take a day off from work whenever I feel like it. Like it's so yummy. It's a freedom that I know that a lot of my brothers and sisters do not get to experience. And in the sense of finding harmony, this is like a baseline for me of now that I know that I can work independently period, there's no reason for me to ever fall back into a position unless I'm choosing to do so, where I'm accountable to be in an office space or cannot be able to take a day off whenever I feel like it. So it feels really good to be in this position of this is what my baseline is. This is the jumping off point for my future, for what it is that I want to have in my life. Wow. I gotta go. I never had that before. It says low battery. Whole screen went down. So anyways, I was just being grateful about the fact that I have the flexibility to be able to take time off whenever I feel like it and be able to enjoy days like this where it's absolutely stunning, being in the sun, being able to be out in nature and bike ride and continuously play. Like I really felt like this bike ride, every time I bike ride, my inner child is just so excited. And I don't know about you guys, like when I was younger, me and my brother, we biked everywhere through the neighborhood. Like our mom would let us like give us money and we would go up to the local pantry. Not the I say pantry because it was called Handy Pantry. It was like a bodega convenience store on Long Island. And she would give us money to like go get milk, go get whatever, like go do errands. And it was like so exhilarating to be able to just like jump on my bicycle and like cruise the neighborhood with my brother. Like I really, it's actually making me think right now like of a modern day version of the Japanese practice of when they send their 3 or 4 year olds like through to go to the store to like actually go pick up milk or what have you, to teach that responsibility. I'm grateful that I had that experience, both being able to spend that time with my brother and being able to be trusted enough to get there, get back, and be able to also do the task of getting whatever it was that, you know, the family needed at that time. And also being able to have that sense of responsibility and trust between my parent of like, okay, they know that you're going to have enough sense that I can go out there and then make it back. And also, again, freedom. I've always had a bicycle. I've always been like outdoors. Like, gosh, I did one time run over my brother. Sorry to my brother. I feel bad that I did it. However, it did happen. Like he fell off. I ran over him. It was our whole thing. So we just rode our bikes so many times, like consistently. Like that was our go outside and play. It was like, all right, well, can we ride our bike? And then it was like, well, where can we ride our bike? So we would like have boundaries of like how far we were allowed to travel within safety. And when the street lights come on, you gotta come home. So with that, y'all, I'm gonna close out. I need a snack. It's been 4 hours of wind resistance bike riding training. And now that I'm through it, I can be like, oh, I enjoyed all of it. However, during the time, yes, I was doing that mindset switch of like, don't be ungrateful, ask for the right thing here. And for me, it was asking the stamina, not for no wind, and also being able to still enjoy the ride. So it caused me to pause, and without any ego, I got off that bicycle and pushed it if I needed to. And it was like, again, I'm thankful that my legs were even walking to be able to push the bicycle. So 12 15 out of 10 would recommend doing the Monterey bike tour, the 17 miles. Just know that what your athleticism is. Like, are you comfortable? I walk about my goal is always 4 miles. I walk between 2 and 4 miles every day. Not like intentionally, not including like my daily walk, like participating in that time. That was the alarm. Time to go. The other bike shop does have the pedal assist. Now, my humble opinion about the pedal assist is, I don't know how it would work here. I would say like, sure. I just gonna say like, I don't know, because when I cannot remember that place in Colorado that I went to that has like the really beautiful background. Like, it's the most Maroon Bells. When I went to Maroon Bells, we had the pedal assist bike, and I feel like Maroon Bells was flatter than this place. Now, I am being skewed a bit biased because of the fact that it was so windy. So I would imagine that if it wasn't as windy, and not going off the path, which I definitely went very far off the path, that it would not be so difficult. Not really difficult, just like strenuous. It's okay. Rating out of 10, I would say an 8, 8.5, possibly 9, depending on the weather conditions. Nevertheless, you can always drive in your car, pop out, pay the toll, what have you. With the bikes, it's free. So this was fun. I really vlogged this to just like, because I enjoyed the day, and also because I did not really find many of the vlogs that I saw like in preparation for this adventure that detailed. Like, I just didn't think like it was telling me much to the truth. It was just like everyone was smiling. Some of them were like professional cyclists. Like, I didn't think they like gave the feedback of like the truth of like how strenuous, what is the path really like, and all that stuff. Also, the lighthouse is only open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I took a nice little picture of the outside, and that's that. Ooh, I'm liking this glow from the sunroof. I'm like, love it. I love it. Okay, peace out, Girl Scout. If I don't see you later, I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. That was awkward and weird. It's staying. Bye.